I ask y'all to bear with me. I'm a little stopped up this morning, but I'm asking you to pray for me so I can get through this message, amen. If I pause, it's not because I'm lost. Probably just dealing with my sinuses. So our scripture reading this morning will come from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 through 13. Now, the reading came from the same chapter, but the verses before this. And I did this for a reason. But chapter 12 is where we're going to start. For we wrestle with not flesh and blood. For we wrestle with not flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Verse 13. Went forth, take unto you the whole armor of God, that we may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand. Amen. God bless the reading and the hearing of his word this morning. This morning I want to talk about spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is when it's something inside. It's not something seen of the flesh. It doesn't have blood or a breathing body to present itself to you as you are. But we're fighting against the evil of the devil. And with spiritual warfare, what we get it twisted is we think we can fight spiritual warfare with physical and man-made entities. We think we can fight spiritual warfare with fussing and cussing. We think we can fight spiritual warfare with, oh, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. I'm going to put them, I'm going to bring them to court. I'm going to fuss, I'm going to yell, I'm going to cuss. I'm going to put them on my Facebook. I'm going to put them on my Instagram. I'm going to say what I have to say about this person. But you're actually not winning the warfare. See, when we understand that God wants us to fight a certain way, we'll understand how to fight and actually win. Back in 1974, George Foreman fought Muhammad Ali. They said, George is going to whip Muhammad Ali. He don't have a chance. Muhammad Ali, you know, he had gold medals. He was the champ. You know, he was the people's choice. He was, you know, they said he was a heavy puncher. You know, they say he was crazy, you know, because he named all his sons George. George 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he had about 7 of them. But when Muhammad Ali came into the ring, he had a strategy. He had a strategy. He knew that he studied George Foreman, and he knew that he hadn't made it through a certain amount of rounds. So he came in with a strategy, and the strategy, he called it the rope-a-dope. He's swinging, George swinging. He landing punches. Muhammad Ali just standing there. Nobody understands what's going on, but he has a strategy because he studied his opponent. Yeah. You look at George Foreman was 25, Muhammad Ali was 32. You know, there was an age difference there. You know, this guy was strong. But after 8 rounds, Muhammad Ali defeated George Foreman in that fight. See, some of us fighting, and we trying to fight the devil, and the problem is we fighting the devil, but we don't have a strategy. See, the fussing and the cussing, that don't do nothing. You know, the putting people on Facebook. See, the devil has tricks. Somebody say tricks. The devil has tricks. And you see, our problem is, we don't understand that. See, we think we the only one with the tricks. But the devil has tricks himself, and that's why we keep getting into the same situation over and over again, is because we allow the devil to play the same tricks on us. You know, demons are territorial. Like dogs. Back in the day when I was growing up, everybody had a dog. The dog would go around, he'd mark his spot. You know how they do. They pull their leg up, they mark their spot. Now, if you drive down this street in your car, this dog gonna chase you. He gonna chase you, hollering, screaming, cussing, like he wanna tear your tires up. But when he get to a certain point, he gonna stop. And he gonna say, nah, that's mine. Don't you come back here no more. This is my territory. But see, the demons like that too. But they ranked. See, they got low-level demons and they got high-level demons. We keep running behind the low-level demon. That's the one that know what you like. He put the big butt and the big breast in front of you. You know, the man with all the muscles. He keep walking in front of you. Every time you try to do right, here he come. Every time you know, and he knows what you like. He know you like that drink. He know you like that smoke. You know, he know what you like. It's the low-level demon that know what you like. You know, but see, you got to understand, it goes back to the territory. See, when you try to do right, and you try to give your tithes, and you try to come to church, and you try to stay humble, and you try to, you know, lift up your neighbor, and you try to honor your father and your son, and, you know, when you're trying to do right, the devil always is going to show up. And he mad now. Oh, yeah. Now stuff started breaking around the house. You don't know where this money went at. You know, I mean, when you start having turmoil in your life, see, the devil is territorial as well. See, when you step out of that rim where he doesn't have a stronghold on you anymore, he starts to fight like that dog did. And he starts to tearing things up in your life. Yeah. He starts to make you wonder, oh man, as soon as I started going to that church, soon as I started giving my tithes. But instead of we understanding who we are in Christ and continue to press through and continue to go on and continue to give God the praise and the glory, what we do is we stop. Biggest mistake we could have ever made. We need to keep pressing through. He says we're fighting against principality. Principality is demons with rankings. It's a principality. See, we got the low-level demon and we got the high-level demon. Like I said, the low-level demon, he knows what we like. He knows what we want. He knows who we want to see. He knows what we want to drink. He knows what we want to eat. He knows where we want to be. But that high-level demon, see, he knows your heart. See, the other one, he just knows what you like. He like, that's in the flesh. But you see, the other one, he knows your heart. He knows where you are spiritually with God. See, just like God knows where you are spiritually with him, the devil knows as well. You go back to when we come in here and we say, oh, we love you, Lord. Thank you, Heavenly Father. That demon don't like that. You know, that demon don't like when we together in peace and happiness. See, it's always going to be some turmoil trying to step through the door. But if you're fed spiritually, and you know where you stand with Christ, you can defeat these things. See, the high-level demon, he's the one that has you depressed. He's the one that has you knowing, okay, nobody wants to be bothered with me. I'm ugly. I'm not good enough. I'm not sufficient. I'm not the one that people want to be around. But see, if we grab him and bind him up, see, we could stop the low-level demon from playing his little games, and we could get on the high-level demon and understand how to walk in Christ. Because God will pick you up and dust you off. See, that's the thing. Sometimes we look for God to follow us. We should be following him. He can't follow us. Not even if he wanted to. He cannot follow. We are nothing. He can't even, you know, I mean, imagine the Superdome following you behind every street. It's going to tear up everything around. Right. God can't follow you. So when we learn how to follow Christ, we can understand how to defeat these demons that come upon us. Now, don't get mad at everything that doesn't quite go your way. See, we can't get mad at our husband, ladies. Don't get mad at your husband, even though he a jacked up fella. Don't get mad at him. And even us men, don't get mad at your women because, you know, she might have didn't do something you didn't like or whatever. Don't get mad at them. That's the low-level demon coming into your house, allowing you to get aggravated with them. So what you need to do is grab the high-level demon, and we can deal with him this morning. Amen? Amen. And our praise and our glory goes to God with that, because our mercy and our grace shall deliver us and bring us through. Amen? Amen. It's like, this is my Father's house. Nobody can tell me I can't come into my Father's house or how to be in your daddy house. Your daddy. This is my daddy house. You know how we all about our daddies? You know, especially girls, they love their daddy, don't they? So when you're sitting next to your neighbor and their face turned up, don't allow nobody else to allow you to feel like you don't belong. Oh, I shouldn't go to that church no more. Look how they're looking at me over there. You're allowing the devil. See, that's the low-level demon again. You know, we can't allow our Christianity to be attacked, and whatever attacks it wins. That's right. See, when we allow things to control us, we go off the track that God wants us to be on. And it's easy to do that because we all fell victim to that. We all fell victim to wanting to do how we want to do, and you not going to tell me nothing. But see, God comes to you in different ways. He used different people. You know, when I was 21 years old, my son was born. And God bless his heart. But I was kind of crazy. I was a little wild. The boy would do something and I'd be all on, don't you do this, you stop that, you do this, you do that. I was hard on him. But I was hard on him because I had no guidance. I had no guidance on how to be a father. So I had to allow the Lord to come in me, deal with the little low-level demon, allow the high-level demon to understand that we're not playing these games, continue forth on my journey, and allow God to guide my footsteps. Amen? Amen. Somebody going to say amen on that one. See, the Lord uses us, and he knows what we can and cannot handle. That's right. He knew when I was 21 I couldn't stand right here. But now I'm about to be 40 next month on the 1st. Amen. And I'm standing right here. And that's by the grace of God. It's the same reason why you have your address. This is the grace of God. See, some of us live where we live because we think we wanted to live there, but God put you there. God put you there for a reason. There may be somebody that lives next door to you that needs you. But as long as you keeping your mouth shut and you keeping your blessings held in, you're not allowing yourself to go forward because you're not blessing nobody else.
Amen.
But we pick the phone up real quick.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's something about in person. That's why sometimes when I talk to people, I don't want to talk to them on the phone. I want to talk to them in person. I don't want to meet. I don't want to talk to your representative. I want to talk to you.
Yes.
And that's how God is. God doesn't want to talk to our representative. So we can leave the, oh my Lord, I love you so much, Lord. You can leave that at home.
Yes.
Just come as you are. Allow God to lighten up the spirit in your life. Don't try to do it yourself because that's fake.
Yes. Help us, Lord.
You're going back to the tricks of the devil. See, we allow the devil to play the same tricks on us. That's why we end up in the same situation over and over again, thinking that that's life. That's not life. That's life the way you born. But if we start living for God and we start living for Christ, we'll understand that the life that we could have is way more than the life that we're trying to fix up for ourselves. Because he's merciful.
Oh, yes.
He has no end to what he can do.
That's right. That's right.
But we let people come in, like another sermon I had about letting folks drive your boat. We let people come on the boat. And they want to control our boat when you're not even supposed to be driving. God's supposed to be driving. And then they want to control your boat. They get mad because you don't want to let them control your boat. And then they want to throw you off your boat. That's why we got to watch who we affiliate ourselves with. That's why we got to watch who we walk with. We got to watch who we talk with. And most of all, we got to watch who we eat with. See, when we eating food, that's spiritual. See, it's more than just the physical that's involved in us having dinner. If I sit down and eat with you, I must really like you. And I don't just really like you. I know that you're a Christian. I know that you're serving God. I know that you're walking in his glory. Because I don't want to eat with the devil. I'm not going to call the devil on the phone and say, hey, let me have dinner with you. Gotta watch who we hang around with. You know that saying that goes, you're all who you hang with. It's like it goes, you're all what you eat. When you hang with the devil, you eat the devil. You are the devil. We start doing what he wants us to do. Instead of fighting our battles with spiritual warfare. He goes on to say in the text to put on your full armor. The full armor. See, I can't put a Band-Aid on and expect to go out there and have a result that God is going to take care of me. I have to go out there in all praise with him and show that, Lord, I put you first. See, that's my full armor. See, my half of armor is me talking with my mouth. But see, I need to let God talk through me. I need to let God speak through me. I need to let God show his way and show up through me. Not me trying to do it myself. And we get angry at each other. Oh my God, we get angry at each other and we just can't put it behind us. Sometimes you got to get over it. You got to let it go. Because you're holding on to strongholds that the devil didn't put out there for you to destroy yourself with. So what we do? We hold on to it thinking that this is our way, but the whole while it's the devil with his tricks. He done tricked you into thinking that your way is the best way. But your way is the worst way. Our loved ones, we treat them so bad. We talk about them, we ridicule them, we put them down. How we expect to get up when we putting somebody else down? We got to lift each other up. We got to lift one another up. When I see my brother having a problem, I got to go to my brother and say, brother, what's wrong? How you doing today? I can't worry about what he did 10 years ago. I got to let that go. Because that's not who he is today. And if if he fall on his back, I can help him. But instead, what we do, we be messing with one another. We call each other on the phone. Oh, girl, you ain't gonna believe this. Can't wait. And the other one, see, we say that, oh, girl, you can't believe this, to get the other one attention. Such as they all attentive now. Like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Say it. I dare you say, never mind. They gonna come through the phone.
You gonna be the seat. You gonna be the seat. Amen. Yes. Come on, God.
But we gotta pray for one another. We gotta keep one another lifted up.
Amen.
We gotta keep one another lifted up. Can somebody say that with me? Can we have to keep one another lifted up? We gotta say that, and we gotta mean that. Because the spiritual fight that we fighting, we think we fighting people in the street, but you think you're fighting the flesh, but you're really fighting the devil. The devil that come in your life and disrupt everything, and we think we got it, but we don't have it.
That's right.
Put on your spiritual warfare.
Yes, Lord.
Put the whole thing on. I can't bring half of my Bible somewhere. What's that going to do for me? I can't bring half a car somewhere. How am I getting anywhere? So why are we playing games, bringing half of ourselves to the Lord instead of bringing our whole self, saying, Lord, fix me. Lord, fix me while you can. Fix me while I got breath in my body. Fix me while the blood is running warm in my veins. Fix me while my brother is still living. Fix me while my sister's still living. Fix me while that cousin that I don't like still living. Lord, fix me.
Hallelujah. Yes. That's Lord.
We're so busy bringing other folks to hell, and we're not bringing ourselves to glory.
Yes, Lord.
I could pray for you instead of talk about you. I could pray for you instead of seeing you down and wanting to see you down. See, we give up on people too fast because we don't know when their time is. You see, a person will go to jail and they say, oh man, that was bad what they did. They gone. And then you see them 2 weeks from now. That's God. Because maybe God wanted to save that person. And that's not your decision.
That's right.
See, we throw people away so fast. Oh girl, she on crack. She done. That's it for her. And then 10 years later, God has taken her and turned her and molded her and used her for somebody else. See, as we go through life, the older you are, you're supposed to look out for the younger folks. See, right now, while I'm up here, if I make a mistake, I look for the older people to say, it's all right. Look, let me show you how to do it this way. But when I look and see an older person laughing at me, what am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to think? How is God in your life using you to bless me at that point? Our children, because once you were 21 and I probably wasn't even born yet. So you over me. God said you have to be mindful of the people that you're over. You have to be humble towards the people that you're over. But when we have that small devil, that low-level devil playing the little tricks, we can't get straight. We can't get right.
That's right.
But we're saying, Kiki, do you love me? No, Lord, do you love me? That's what we need to be worried about. Kiki ain't going to do nothing for you. God is going to be the one to deliver you and give you some mercy and some grace. Somebody going to say amen today with me. I know I'm supposed to be dead. That's what they said. But that ain't what God said.
That's right. That's right.
See, God made the devil stop at that certain point. Now, it was up to me to go back or not. Once I got out of his stronghold,
Yes.
it was up to me to go back or not. It was up to me to go back down that street or not.
Yes.
But the little tricks, see, God know what you know. The devil, he know, just like God know what you like. The devil know what you like too. The little tricks will make you go back. You ever hear women say, oh, boy, you lucky I ain't who I used to be. Quit saying that, because that means you won't be who you used to be because you're thinking about it, amen? But God put a new person in your spirit. God put a new person in your soul. He said when you find God and you become a new creature, when the man is saved, all things to him is in the past. If God can let it go, we can let it go.
That's right. That's right.
But when you know how it gets sometimes. Oh, but you don't know what he did me.
That's right. That's us.
And God saying, well, what about what you did me?
Come on now. Come on.
What about how you treated me?
Yes.
But we don't see that.
No. Eyes closed.
Because we're allowing the low-level demon to have control over our lives, and we can't control ourselves. But with the Holy Spirit and the divine of God, his blessedness and his mercy and grace allow us to become a new creature and allow us to be released from these strongholds and allow for us to live another day and allow us for the devil to be defeated.
Yes.
How many of us then went through something? So you don't know God till you go through something. Tell one of the most important things in your life is attacked. Your children, your health, your strength. When one of those things that are most important to you attacked, you don't know Christ. You might think you know Christ, but you don't know Christ, because when you fall down on your knees and you at your low, God will come down and pick you up and dust you off and put you in a place that you never thought you would be.
Oh, yeah.
But we got to give him a chance. We got to quit expecting for him to follow us.
Amen.
When he was up on the Mount of Olives and he knew it was almost to that time to go to Calvary, I can only imagine what was on his mind.
Yeah.
Now it speaks about him praying, but really what was on his mind? Can you imagine if you're getting ready to walk into a doctor's office and you know that it can either go one way or another, all the way to the right or all the way to the left for you? What's on your mind? But Christ came down and he said, Lord, why are you forsaking me? He even asked questions himself at a certain point. But he allowed himself to perish. And he allowed himself to come to a humanization and allow for them to kill him.
Yeah.
So one Friday evening, oh, you sleep, huh, boy? Hey, audience. Hey, you here with us today? Hey, audience. You working today? Huh? Come on, man, let's go. These people ready to get out of here. And I'm done. I don't have nothing else, so you're going to have to come on here. But one Friday evening, he entered that hill called Calvary. And he done it for you. Come on, you too, let's go. He's done it for me. But I know one Friday evening, he came down to a hill called Calvary. They killed him. He allowed it to happen, but he laid in Joseph borrowed tomb all sandy, all Saturday morning, all Saturday night, but early, hey, early Sunday morning, he rose with all power. He did it for you and me. Somebody give him some praise this morning. Tell him thank you, Lord, for surrendering, saving your mind. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to see another day. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to see another way. Hey, all power in his hands. Hey, all glory in his name. Somebody, do you know he good this morning? How good has he been? I know he's been good to me. Say, hey, he's been good. When I thought I couldn't make it, he showed up and made it for me. When I thought I couldn't go no further, he showed up and grabbed my hand and said, son, come on here, let's go. I'm going to open these doors for you. They shut them in your face, but I'm going to open these doors for you. The one that you thought was impossible. Come on, son, let's go. Somebody give us some praise this morning. Somebody give us some glory this morning. Amen, amen, amen. I thank y'all for praying for me. I thank y'all for bearing me. And I'm young, coming up in this, and when God said to me that, son, I want you to preach my word, I said, Lord, what? Not me. I'm dirty, Lord. But that's the ones that he used. You see, when we look at the pastor and we say, oh, look what he done. He done this, he done that. If I don't go through no test, how am I have a testimony? If I can't say nothing I've been through, how am I help you? But God, he's will. He's will this morning. He's will. I remember I heard that and I said, Lord, no, I must be tripping. It was the drink. It was the smoke. I smoked too much. I said, no, you can't be asking me to do this.
Yes.
But he allowed something to happen in my life. And when it happened, I thought it was over. I thought I couldn't go no more.
Yes.
I thought there was no, I was done. I'm out of here. But see, God had another plan for me.
Yes.
He came back, he said, son, I want you